No one needed that more than Orange head coach Fran Brown, who said after the Boston College loss that only winners get washed. Only winners get one of these, this being a bar of soap. Coach Brown is just happy he can get back in the shower. Tershawn Wharton weighed under 200 pounds, playing D-line. Fast forward to 2020, and Wharton had bulked up to 280 pounds, but still went undrafted. So if you're not a fan of the Eagles or the Chiefs, I have good news for you if you were here, but you're not. Sorry, I'm rubbing it in. They're representing all 32 teams. You got Josh Allen, NFL's MVP, and Haley Steinfeld, his girlfriend. I mean, that guy is absolutely living life. And then you also see Drake May, could be a future NFL MVP. Where are you going here for the player to watch? Somebody we've already seen, Eric, or maybe some of the newer faces on the court?
You know what? I'm going with the hometown kid, J.J. Starling.
You went easy. It was fair to assume the last time Graham would put on this uniform was late November when he got hurt against the Rams. Torn tricep, almost always a season ender. And Alyssa Latham, the freshman, she was a beast in that game. She transferred to Tennessee, though, so I got to fill in her shoes. Wide open. The reason why Ellett is Andy Reid's left-hand man is because at just 4 years old, he fell out of the back of a pickup truck and lost the use of his right arm. Villamine, you guys played a lot of close matches last weekend, so how important was it to get that early cushion in the second quarter and then you add on to it in the fourth?
My first assignment as a special agent was here in New Orleans. My career would take me all over the country and to different parts of the world, but this city, the city that I love, was always with me. And now I'm back. And the security for Super Bowl 59, well, it's personal.
I spoke to each one of the victims' families. A common theme continued to occur, and that was that they did not want the loss of those loved ones or those that were injured on that street to go in vain.
It's been 5 weeks since 14 people were murdered in New Orleans, and the wound is still fresh where it happened, right here on Bourbon Street. Obviously, a tragedy like this changes everything when it comes to security at the Super Bowl.
Naturally, there's a question of whether we have made adjustments in our security plan in light of the events of January 1. And the answer is an unequivocal yes.
We're going to have well over 2,000 law enforcement agents out there. I have a little saying, I want the community and our visitors who have come for this event to see a sea of blue.
The majority of our HSI New Orleans field office is comprised of native New Orleanians. This is the highest level of security on the federal side, and it's being done and led for New Orleans by New Orleans.
Dulon knows the city well, growing up just 85 miles from here in Louisiana. But what everybody involved knows is that in order to keep New Orleans safe this weekend, the hundreds of thousands visiting the Crescent City have to be involved.
I'd be remiss if I didn't prevail upon our most important partner, which is you. If you see or learn of something that may impact the safety and security of Super Bowl 59,
We want you to say something.
Say something.
And keep saying something until you are heard.
Ian Nicholas, Newhouse Sports.
Number 7, Syracuse men's lacrosse went down to Tobacco Road for its final road trip of the regular season. Welcome into sports. I'm Ian Nicholas. The Orange look to get back in the win column against number 12 Duke, a top 15 matchup trying to bolster their NCAA tournament hopes. A battle of the top 2 offenses in the ACC. If you're not licking your chops already, I don't know how Coach Gate and this team couldn't get up for this game. But that's been their problem this year, right? Starting games off slow, in the Blue Devils early in the second quarter lead 4-0. The jump shot from around the cage, sneaking by Jimmy McCool. But when you need to quiet a run on one end, you go to number 22 on the other. The Orange faithful on the road in Durham fired up as Joey Spallina, one of his 4 first-half points with the inside roll, firing up Owen Hiltz and the boys. And thanks to Spallina, single-handedly, a great goal from goal line extended there. Syracuse back within 1. His teammate on the other end, McCool, trying to keep the Orange in it. One of his 15 saves on the afternoon, but you can't stop all of them, especially when Eric Molliver on the doorstep, extending the lead to 3 at the break, and a long pole goal midway through the third quarter, opening this lead up wide for Duke, who led by as much as 7. That was the largest deficit for the Orange on the season. Didn't matter if they scored the final 3 goals of this game. Duke ends up winning 11-7, the first top 10 win of the year for the Blue Devils, while the Orange lose 2 straight headed into May. Coach Gary Gates' team needs to figure it out soon.
Well, we still have an opportunity in front of us to earn the #1 seed for the ACC tournament by taking care of business next week back in April. So we're focused on that.
Syracuse could still be that 1 seed in the ACC tournament, but now they're 9-4. And it's pretty much a must-win situation for those NCAA tourney hopes. Prior to today, as you can see, the NCAA committee announced its top 10 teams, and Cornell sits at #1, while the Orange, you don't even see them on this part of the graphic, they're at #9. Speaking of Cornell, there's a reason why they're #1. Attackman C.J. Kirst on the cusp of history. His 5 goals in a win against Harvard today give his senior the most in Division I history. He'll have a chance to break the record as he tied it today in the Big Red's regular season finale next Saturday. But right now, Cornell's sitting pretty. Their 33rd Ivy League title after today's win. On the gridiron, Syracuse football has been losing line depth to the transfer portal. 3 potential starters have announced their departure. But earlier today, the Orange snagged this big guy from Louisville, Austin Collins, 6'6", 300-pound offensive lineman. He started parts of the last 2 seasons for the Cardinals. He's experienced on the interior at right guard and center, and he excels at pass blocking.